local weather with the KX Storm Team.
We're here at Minor First having some fun at Mega Sports Camp.
Hey Tom, how's the weather?
That was last night outside. I was riding by on my motorcycle, saw them there. Just had to get a hey Tom. They were having so much fun out there. And the weather today was fabulous. Now tomorrow, maybe not so much. Tonight there's still a marginal risk for severe weather, most likely in Montana, but something could sneak across the border in northwest North Dakota. Tomorrow, however, it's a whole other issue. Look how big of an area it is. And I've been in North Dakota 22 years now, and I got to tell you, every time I've seen something this big with that slight risk, it's pretty much always happened. Very rarely it doesn't happen. So I'm very confident there are going to be thunderstorms tomorrow. Exactly where they're fired, we're not 100% set on that, but it is going to happen, I would think. Now, looking around on the radar and the satellite, for most of us, it's clear sky today. There has been a couple of storms up by Assiniboia, but that's a long way away. There could be some storms later on tonight that kind of move through northeastern Montana, going up towards Estevan, but not much happening there. There was a little storm that went right through Medora about 2:30 this afternoon, but it's gone, and now the weather's going to be very nice tonight for the musical. And here are the temperatures, and it warmed up pretty much on track today. Mid-80s, upper 80s in some spots. It wasn't nearly as windy. It was a little bit breezy, but the past couple of days have been really windy. That didn't happen today. Today is mostly 10 to 20 mile an hour wind and just a few stronger wind gusts. But overall, most of us had a very, very enjoyable day. The dew points haven't been that bad yet. Now, this is going to change. Right now in the basically north of Lake Secaucus, the dew points 30s and 40s, so it's a very dry atmosphere. So even when it got hot, it just wasn't muggy. A little higher dew points in the south and southwest, but even that's not too bad. Now tomorrow, I expect by tomorrow afternoon or tomorrow evening, some of the dew points in western and possibly central North Dakota to get into the low 60s. So you're going to notice that because it'll be hot tomorrow. Some spots will be well into the 90s, and on top of that might be a little bit muggy. So you're going to notice that tomorrow. That's also fuel for thunderstorms should they develop, and I think they will. Here's the precision cast tonight at 7 o'clock. We still have that southeast wind, and there you can see tonight this could be some storms kind of blowing through northeastern Montana, northwestern North Dakota. By tomorrow morning, we should start off pretty sunny. There are going to be some clouds from place to place, but it's just going to be basically a sunny, hot day. There will be some clouds develop through the afternoon. You can see them here. The forecast model might be a little aggressive on the cloud cover. The front is probably going to be around the Minot area and back by noon tomorrow. And then tomorrow afternoon, I think the storms will probably start firing. You can kind of see it right here. This is where the front's going to be around 5 o'clock. Doesn't look like much, right? But it's going to start changing. We could get some storms there, and it looks like, hey, clear sky out to the west, but look what happens. Now I think tomorrow night we have a better chance of showers and storms. The odds will be higher tomorrow night. You can see by 10, 11 o'clock where the storms could be somewhere in this area here. Could be talking about severe weather, and some of the storms tomorrow evening could have maybe golf ball size hail in them and wind up to 70 miles an hour. So this is not a setup where we're going to have wimpy storms. Storms tomorrow could be quite substantial. And as we check out rain totals, it looks like it could be up to an inch, especially if you're underneath thunderstorms. That's not going to be enough to break the drought, especially if it rains really hard. And, you know, a lot of that's going to run off. So you can see the next 72 hours for Dickinson and for Williston. It looks like it's going to be storming as well. As we check out the next 7 days, well, you can see it here. It's going to really cool off, Chad. I know you're not a real fan of hot weather, so next week I think you're going to like it.
All right, sounds good. We'll have to keep track of these.